Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Now let's discuss the biggest critique of K-means. You had to choose K before the clustering begins, and that creates a real problem. Suppose you have a dataset containing 10,000 companies. You should create 2 clusters, 5, 10 or 20. There isn't necessarily an obvious answer. If K is too small, you may combine very different observations into the same cluster. If K is too large, you may create clusters that are too narrow and fragmented. So the analyst needs some understanding of the dataset and typically use statistical or diagnostic techniques to help determine an appropriate K. It means there are actually 3 natural groups in the data, but you tell K-means K equals 2. The algorithm is forced to create only 2 groups. That means 2 naturally different groups may be combined. The resulting cluster could be too broad. This reduces the usefulness of the classification. Now go in the opposite directions. Suppose there are naturally 3 meaningful groups, but you choose K equals 10. Now the algorithm has to create 10 clusters. You may end up splitting naturally similar observations into several tiny groups. The model becomes overly fragmented. So again, there is a trade-off. Too few clusters can hide meaningful difference, but too many clusters can create unnecessary complexity. From an investment perspective, K-means can be useful in several ways. First, equity classification. Instead of relying exclusively on traditional industry classifications, analysts can group companies based on financial characteristics. Second, credit analysis. Companies with similar leverage, profitability, liquidity, and default characteristics may be grouped together. Third, portfolio constructions. An investor may want exposure to different clusters rather than holding many securities that behave similarly. And fourth, risk analysis. Cluster can reveal whether a portfolio that appears diversified is actually concentrated in a particular group of similar assets. And the key principle is clustering helps discover similarity that may not be obvious from traditional classifications. Thanks for watching.